everyone. I am going to teach today about third position and shifting. So first, let's talk about first position. I want you to see if you can, my tapes on my instrument, they're a little bit hard to see. When you're playing in first position, your first finger goes on the first tape and second finger, just like we're used to doing. So you have on the D string, D, E, F sharp, G, and A. When I play in third position, that means that we're going to move our fingers down and we're going to put our first finger on the third tape. So we have our first finger on the G tape. If I put it on the A string, think about what note that would be. Or on the E string, for violins, what note is that? So when we're shifting, we're going to practice moving from first position into third position. And there's some techniques for doing that we're going to go through. So first thing, when you are in first position, you're going to play D and E. And when we play in third position, we're going to put our first finger on G. So instead of playing G with our third finger, I'm going to slide my hand up and I'm going to put my first finger on the G tape. Now, let's see if you can see that from the other side. It's a little bit tricky here. And E, and then D. Slide my hand up and put my first finger on the G tape. Now, notice that when I moved to E, then I'm going to slide my whole hand with my wrist and my thumb are all going to slide up to the third position tape, or the third finger tape. And then slide. It's very important that when you move that you don't change your hand position and do something different and wiggle your hand. You want to keep the hand position round and straight, your thumb loose, and have your thumb and your whole hand move like an elevator to the G. See how my thumb moves with my finger? Everything stays in the same shape. Okay, would you practice that a few times before we start with number 164? Go ahead and pause the video and practice shifting from first finger to third finger on each string. Practice keeping your hand position intact and moving the whole hand up the fingerboard. Let's move this over really quickly and we'll demonstrate one more time and then pause. So watch the whole hand moves together when we shift. And see how my fingers are round still and they hover? Now, one more point. When you're sliding your finger, you can make it pick up and just touch the string just a little. Instead of press, we can just touch and lightly slide up into position. Notice that my thumb still moves with my whole hand. Okay, go ahead and pause. And now we're going to start with number 64 in the green book. So we start off with D. Now it says to slide. Now I just played it for you. Notice this in measure 2, it says slide, and you're playing E with your first finger. And then notice on measure 3, it has a 1 over the G. We're going to slide your hand up to play G in third position. Let me play it one more time and watch me slide. Go ahead and pause the video again, and I want you to practice number 64 a few times. We're going to move on to number 65 now. Number 65 practices the same technique on the A string. So we're going to play, in fact, it's got the same finger patterns almost. So we're going to start with A. Then I'm going to slide my finger to D. Go ahead and pause the video and practice number 65 a couple times by yourself. We're going to move on to number 66 now. Pardon me while I turn the page. Number 66 is asking us to play other notes in third position. So now let's think about this for a second. If I put my first finger on G, what note is my second finger going to play? It will be on the next tape where my fourth finger usually goes. That's right, that's going to be an A. So we're going to play open G to G with your first finger on the G tape. Open G, G, and then I'm going to put my second finger on A. And then on the measure 5, we switch to the A string, and I'm going to put my first finger on the tape on the A string, and my second finger, and that's going to be the note D, right? Because that's where our D is on the A string. Putting my first finger on D, and then my second finger is going to play the note E. So let's listen. I'm going to just move my hand and set the whole thing in third position because this whole song is in third position. Ooh, that was not pretty. Let's try again. One for you again, and I want to see the other angle. Let's see if you can see a little bit better what I'm doing here. I'm going to put my first finger on the G. Now if you notice, I had to hop my first finger from the D string to the A string and then back to the D string to stay in third position. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you have a successful time practicing these third position parts.